Welcome, everybody, to Bullseye Options. My name is Nick Santiago, president and co-founder of InTheMoneyStocks.com. Today is January 23rd, 2020. What I'm going to share with you today is a trade we just closed out for 55%, just right after the opening bell rang this morning, and it was a pretty good play. It was a put option on Freeport-McMoRan, but I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it, and I think this is going to help a lot of traders going forward. What you're going to see here is that we entered this put option, which is looking for downside movement in Freeport-McMoRan. We entered it on the 9th of January, but what you can see is since December, really you can make a case since the 13th of December, which is where my cursor is, the market was basically in a consolidation pattern to go higher. And it looked like here it could break out to the upside. It tried to do that. And I was getting a lot of emails from a lot of the members saying, Nick, why are we in this trade? This is a bullish pattern if I understand it correctly. And I said, yeah, it is a bullish pattern, but what you're not understanding correctly is that you're only focusing on one time frame, the daily chart. This trade was not done off of a daily chart pattern. It was actually done off of a weekly chart pattern. And what you're going to see on the weekly chart is that price ran up into these moving averages. The black line here is a 200-week moving average. The orange line is the 100-week moving average. And you were going into a wide range sell-off bar against a pivot that was just created right around the middle of April of 2019. Notice right here the following week, these are weekly chart candles, you had a big sell-off there, and the volume was enormous. I believe the volume on that candle was 145 million shares. We went up into that resistance zone with basically 45 million. 1 week went up there with 86 million. So again, it was putting in a base to potentially go higher. But here's the other caveat that I didn't tell the traders, but I did tell them this in one of my videos that I do each and every night, and it was copper. Copper was going into a monster resistance zone. So if you look at, say, Freeport-McMoRan, you understand that that is predominantly a copper producer. Now, they do produce gold, but not quite as much as they produce copper. So again, copper also coming into a major resistance level. If you look at another copper stock that's a leader out here, it's Southern Copper, and you can see what that stock did this week as well. And it looks a little bit like Freeport-McMoRan in that regard. But today, Freeport-McMoRan falling on the back of earnings, a really good sell-off here, and we were able to capture a 55% gain in that equity in just a short time. Again, we entered that stock on January 9th, and today being January 23rd, we closed out that position for a 55% gain. So again, that's how we do it. You want to look at multiple time frames. You also, if you're going to trade anything that reflects the metals, you want to look at the metal itself and see how that is doing. So again, it's not just a one-trick pony. Can't just look at one pattern. The reason why patterns fail is because people just don't look at enough things out there. So again, nice little trade there. We got some more trades working in the pipeline, and again, hoping to get a new trade out to you shortly. So I hope everybody enjoyed that video, and we'll see you shortly on Bullseye Options.